Hey, what is up, guys? I'm back with a new video. So this time is going to be different from my other videos, cause as you can see, my previous videos is all about gadget stuff and hacks. But this time, I am doing my favorite thing, and that is Marvel. So I'm gonna do a short, probably spoiler review for the new comic crossover issue that's just been published by Marvel recently, and it is Civil War 2. I'm pretty sure you guys had this cross your mind when you heard about this comic, especially if we go back and remember the first Civil War. Well, it was all about the new warriors and registered superheroes and the government taking act to watch over the vigilantes and those kind of stuff, and also what was going on between Iron Man and Captain America really changed the whole Marvel storyline. And that is a great thing for fans because we get to see these conflicts we never thought of could split the Avengers and breaking their relationship with one another, not just with the Avengers, but X-Men, Fantastic Four, and other superheroes getting involved. And, so far, not so good because unfortunately, some characters died during this event, and that's the sad part. And I'm telling you this, the second Civil War is not going to be about the stuff that I mentioned before. This time it has something to do with the Inhumans. So the story starts with a teenage boy named Ulysses. He basically has the gene of an Inhuman, but it was inactive until he attended a festival, and suddenly something called the Terrigen emerged from the ground to surface, and it spreads some kind of mist, and Ulysses got exposed by the mist. Then his gene finally got activated, and it turns out that his power is to see the future. So he had like a vision, and he felt like he was there, and it scares the crap out of him because what he sees doesn't seem to be a bright sunny day, but instead a destruction heading towards the earth. When his vision stopped, there were the Inhumans members behind him already, and they're like offering help for Ulysses. So they take him to Kree, I guess, and they train him to control his power. And then a few hours later, somewhere else, I guess it's in Manhattan, the Avengers fight a gigantic celestial creature from other realm or dimension, according to Doctor Strange. And it was not so easy to defeat because there were like only Miles Morales and Iron Man and Miss Marvel, and there was Doctor Strange, I guess. And then Tony decided to call for help, and moments later, a bunch of Avengers members come to help. It was so cool, it was so epic. Their arrival was represented by the God of Thunder, female Thor, and finally, the enemy got taken down by the whole Avengers members. After that, they celebrate their winning. They had toast while Tony gave some speech. So during this party, Captain Marvel was asking the Inhumans how did they know that the giant was gonna be there. And Medusa looked doubtful, and she finally introduced Ulysses, and they tell the Avengers that he can see the future. Well, hearing this kind of stuff, Tony doesn't believe, so Jean Grey sat in front of Ulysses and tried to reach into his mind, but it doesn't work because he's too powerful, I guess. While they talk about Ulysses' power, Captain Marvel came with the idea of using Ulysses to fight their enemies. Using using his power as an advantage to know what's gonna happen in the future so that they can prevent it from happening. Or in other words, using Ulysses as a weapon. But Tony disagrees because he thinks that what Ulysses see is just a probability. Because what just happened, he saw that celestial giant was going to kill the Avengers and going to destroy the Earth, but then Ulysses told, the Avengers about it, and they stopped the monster so that it didn't happen. It was just a probability. And Captain Marvel responded, "No, Tony, let's just use him. We can use him to save the world." And the endless debate suddenly and because Tony is exhausted. And then the next day, Tony was in his lab and he was playing around and testing his new suits, and he is having conversation with his AI Friday, and suddenly a lady walked in and said that someone has died. Well, listen, guys, I'm not gonna tell you who died because I don't want to spoil you any further. I want you to read the comic yourself. I want you to experience it. Yeah, just go read the comic. Okay, and when Tony heard the news, he was completely furious and he went so mad. And then he came to Captain Marvel asking her what happened. She tells Tony that she uses Ulysses' vision to take down Thanos. So they found out where Thanos is going to be, and the Avengers go on a mission to stop him. And yeah, unfortunately, on this mission, someone died. And actually, two characters died. And I just can't believe it. They don't even get to be in the half of the story yet, but I guess this death is what going to bring Tony Stark and Captain Marvel in a, do well. Yeah. So I guess that's all I can tell you guys. I'm sorry for spoilers. I got to hold myself back then. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up, and more videos are coming, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of gadget stuff and hacks, and probably another comic review. And also I'm gonna be doing this review in another language, and that is Bahasa Indonesia. So basically that is my original language. Subscribe. Once again, thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Best of luck.